Well, good afternoon and welcome to Double K Home Projects. Well, it's been a few days since I've been able to do any videoing and with projects. I've had a lot going on my plate, which has kept me from being able to do videos. Today we're gonna get the yard mowed, and then we're gonna do some planting here of marigolds. We're gonna redo around the garden here, which is getting out of hand with weeds and stuff. We're gonna go around the perimeter right here with this, all the way down, and then we're going to plant marigold seed. I've got a lot of work to do to these flower beds here. As you can see, the weeds are growing up in it again. Laura's flowers are doing really well that we planted that the other day. We're going to clean this up. I'm eventually going to fill in a bunch of dirt in here and slope it out away from the house, out to the edge here of our flower beds. I'm going to just slope it down. But right now we're just going to build this up along the edge here. I'm going to build up a little bit and put some marigold seeds in to grow this summer. Anyway, Laura's planted some marigolds in these plastic bins, and they are growing like crazy. So hopefully those will look good here this summer. But her pots are doing really well. These hanging pots, they tend to dry out really fast. But everything is really growing. We've had a lot of rain lately. Anyway, as I said before, we have just had a lot of things going on. First of all, we had to get ready to go take a trip to Texas. We took a car down to my son down there, and then so that took a while getting ready to go on the trip. That was last week. Then we got the car taken down there. We gave him a car, and then we made the trip back up, and then you know, everything's out of hand, or I haven't been able to plant garden like I wanted to get done. Weeds are growing back up in it, and I've got to re-till a lot of it. Most of it I can do by hand. So those are the projects we're going to be doing this week, is trying to get my garden in. I'm about 2 weeks late on getting it planted, but I've got some things planted. But the weather has not been very cooperative either. At night we've been getting down in the 40s, and I don't want to plant my peppers with it getting that cold at night, so they probably just wouldn't make it. So I've got some tomato plants already started. As you remember in my cup video, where I planted tomatoes in cups, those are growing really well. They're still in the cups, so they're going to be transplanted soon, probably this week sometime, in my raised beds. However, I have a ton, which I may show you here in a little while. I have a ton of volunteer tomatoes coming up, and they're probably cherry cherry tomatoes. But anyway, I'm going to transplant those in a different spot and clean those out. I'll probably have to end up getting rid of a lot of them. I don't have enough space to plant all of them, so I may ask around and see if anybody wants some cherry tomatoes. Those things grow like crazy. So anyway, we're going to be mowing the yard, at least the front yard today, and trimming, and then we're going to get to digging this up and planting some marigolds. Okay, I explained earlier that we had went to Texas to take our car to our son. We had given it to him because they were minus one of their cars, and we had ours paid off, and we just thought we would give it to him. We've given each one of our sons a vehicle. That took up some time, going to Texas and all that stuff, and actually getting the car all cleaned up before we went. So we had quite a bit of time involved there, where I couldn't get any videos out really. I think the brake job video may have been my last one on that cruise, and that's the one we gave him. It's taken a while to get back into the swing of things. I have also been working on that computer, which you can go back and look at my video on the building the new media computer. It's the one I'm using to edit with now and to do my videos and Photoshop and things like that. So anyway, I've also been working on that computer, getting it all configured, and so it's taken up some time to do that. But anyway, we're minus a car now. I've got my truck, but my wife drives to, she's about an hour trip to work not every day, about every 3 days. She drives like 3 days a week to work, and she works from home the other 2. So she needed a new car because we're minus one. So anyway, the last couple weeks we've been shopping around, looking around at different cars and different options. She wanted an SUV, and we just couldn't figure out what we wanted. Because of, I don't know, a lot of cars these days have transmission issues. Some of the American made, I hate to say that, because I'm a Chevy guy myself, or GM, because my dad retired from GM. But anyway, we ended up getting a foreign vehicle, and I will show it to you here. We ended up getting a Kia Seltos. It's a 2025, brand new. The actual, I think the 2026s are out now. So, but anyway, this is a brand new one, and it took us a while to figure out what we wanted to get, but this is what we got. It's an all-wheel drive. She wanted an all-wheel drive for winter driving because it gets bad in Indiana up here. You see my truck in the background. My truck's four-wheel drive, so she can drive it too in really bad weather. But this is an all-wheel drive. It has all kinds of bells and whistles on it. But this is what we got. So this is what we've been doing is doing a lot of searching for vehicles and everything else. So it's taken me away from some of my videoing and my projects. But we're getting back to it. The garden is on the agenda for this coming week, and so we'll try to get some of that done. You know, a lot of the stuff I did earlier in the spring is the weeds have grown back up, so I'm gonna have to re-till. But anyway, that's where we're at, and we're gonna get busy. Well, another thing that we've been doing here in the last 2 or 3 weeks is we built this big old media computer, which, you know, you've seen the video I've loaded of it. Actually, there's a couple videos. It was so long. Anyway, we were building this machine, and I've had to configure it and do a lot of figuring out. This is a big machine, and I'm running at least 2 different operating systems on it, not at the same time, but I can run either one. I've got a drive in this thing where I can put in any operating system I want to, and just put the drive in and boot from that. So that's not new technology, but that's the way we set this one up. So anyway, I've had a lot of configuring I've had to do, and studying and figuring things out, and so we've been doing that along with everything else. But anyway, I want to just give you a view of the finished computer, because it's pretty much running now. I'm actually editing video on it, and I'm still doing some configuring and stuff, but and figuring things out. But I'm going to show you what we got done, and then that's that. Now, as you see, I have a dual monitor set up. That makes it easy for me, and I've got an old keyboard. That was one of my son's keyboards, and it's more nostalgic than anything. I can change the colors on it just with pressing a button. And but it's just almost like a keepsake for me. So I wanted to use that, and then I've got an old rubber light thing on a USB that come off of an old machine that I used to use. And so I've got some of my used equipment. The monitors are used, they're old. I've got some old equipment that I added in with my new computer down here on the floor. So we did get all the lights finally working on the thing, and but I don't have just one control for it all. I wish I did, but I don't. I have this cheap controller down here. You see it right there. That it controls most of all the fans and everything. The video card, the graphics card, the memory, and the there's a light on the big heat sink on the motherboard itself that runs off of the motherboard along with the memory. The cooler, the central processing unit cooler, and the cooler fans run off of a Zeus program that I have, so it's separate too. So, but I just changed it all to one color, and I probably won't change it again. But I have to change it in like 3 different places if I want to change the color theme of it. But I've always liked red, so that's what I go with. And like I said before, we built new desks here, or put them together. It's hard to see them right now, but we put those together, and we're just trying to get things fixed up. So I got my tablet over here. It's set up on a dual monitor system and keyboard and all, but I use it for just all kinds of office type stuff versus my media machine. But this machine I built specifically for photo editing and video editing. It may be overkill, but it works really well. It's been a long time since I've had a new updated computer. I've had some really nice computers over the years. My boys and I have, but you know, they got outdated. You know, I was using like a 12-year-old machine, 11 or 12-year-old machine, and so I needed an update. So that's what we did, and it works great. So we had a lot of trouble, a lot of trouble with it, but it was just a matter of getting all the quirks worked out in it. So we got it done. I say we because my youngest son and I basically built this thing. So he's a computer whiz now too. So if I don't know how to do it, he does. So one of us can figure it out. Anyway, I just wanted to show you guys that. That's just one of the things that I've been doing this week. And with that, we'll get back to the rest of the video. I'm getting ready to go back out front, and I've got the yard mowed. I've got the trimming done up front, and I'm going to start digging me a little trench around that. Not a trench, but I'm going to dig it up, till it up around the edge of that, the front up there for the flower beds. We're going to plant some marigolds in there. I'm also going to do some a dirt mixture to add to that, and probably a little bit of fertilizer in there too. So stay tuned. We will be right back. All right, I've already got some of this done around here. We're just digging up a little bit. Not the whole bed, just kind of around the perimeter of it here, or down this line right here. We'll dig the rest of it up later. We're probably going to put some mulch in here in the very near future in the rest of it. We got to build it up and tilt it down towards the grass here so that water doesn't stand in here. rocks down in there. Wish I could have got this done earlier in the year here, but unfortunately, we've had too much going on to get to some of this stuff. But isn't that the way it always goes? I was trying to break up the dirt just a little. Gotta be careful, Laura's plant here. Don't want to damage it. Yeah. All right, smooth this out just a little. Really pretty day out today. It's like 72 out. I don't have too many more nice days like this. It's still supposed to be pretty chilly in the morning, at night. It's supposed to get to like 47. Probably not too good to be planting any actual plants like peppers. I got a bunch of them inside that I have to get planted. I'm gonna wait till at least tomorrow. Supposed to start warming up after tomorrow. At night is what I mean. At night it's supposed to be in the 60s, I think, starting tomorrow night. And that'll probably be safe to plant peppers. I know some people may plant them before I have, but I don't want to lose my peppers. I planted some beans the other day, and they've been coming up like crazy, but something is eating them. Kind of looks like maybe a rabbit. So I may have an issue this year keeping my stuff growing. Or just actually keeping the plants, Planted these Rose of Sharon bushes from little twigs about this big. Just one little twig that I ordered off of Etsy. And what we got in here, Brick? It's no telling. Yeah, it's like I have brick down in there. Huh. Anyway, this one on this side is growing like crazy. The other one's starting to grow, but it's not done as well as this one. I think this one gets more light over here. The one on the other side gets light, up until about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But after that, it starts getting a little shady over there. And that could be the difference. A few years ago, we had a big old Rose of Sharon bush over there. I mean, it was huge. It was probably 8 foot tall, at least. Ended up cutting it back way too far, and it killed it. Huh. Actually, it was my neighbor. My neighbor cut it back too far. And I let him do it because I thought it needed trimmed back, but it killed it, and that wasn't good. Anyway, it sure was pretty when it would bloom. Used to have a rose bush on this side that it had pink roses, and just a few minutes ago in this video, I was videoing in front of a rose bush that had pink roses. And I got a little start off this was a big bush and it had a few little starts, and I dug it out and transplanted it in the back. And no sooner I transplanted it, it was growing pretty good, and somebody stepped right in the middle of it. I don't know if they was mad at me. I have no idea what was going on there, but they stepped right in the middle of it, and it ruined about half of the little bush. And but I tied it back up together and kept babying it, and it turned out it's huge now. That thing's probably 6-7 foot tall, that bush, and it's growing really good. It's pretty. It's blooming right now. It's really pretty, pink roses. Just about done with this side. Gotta do the other side. I gotta be careful here. I've got I think it's pretty deep. I've got a eaves trough downspout drain coming out through here. It goes out to the street, actually to the sidewalk, but I put it in, so it's not super deep, but it's probably deep enough that I won't hit it with my shovel. I'm gonna redo that drain eventually with some PVC or something instead of the corrugated black flexible pipe, which is what we've got in there right now. Okay, there we go. Now I got to do the other side. We're going to mix up some dirt and put right around the edge of this to bring the edge up. And then when I put my mulch in, I'll bring it down. That'll give some good dirt to plant marigolds in. I get my edging done here. Laura wants to plant a bunch, or not plant, she wants to put a bunch of mulch in here and really not plant much. Maybe a few flowers here and there, but may just do pots like we've got. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'd use my rototiller, but that thing throws dirt everywhere. As you've seen in other videos, and I can't make a good edge with that thing. So we'll just use the old manual shovel to do it. And then I've got brick and block and stuff. I don't know what all's under this, and I really don't have a lot of room to use it anyway, so it's best if I just clean it up by hand. It's the way I usually do it. Takes a little time, but it always looks good after I'm done. Usually, for a while anyway, till the weeds start growing back. I've had some problems this year with my seeds. For one, they're too old. I need new seeds, and they're just not germinating. I planted all that kale back there along the fence. I don't think any of it came up. So I've got to figure out, I mean, I planted it right and did everything right. It's just old seed, and I just took a chance on it, you know, coming up or not, and it didn't come up. So I've got to figure out what else I can plant back there, because it's really getting too late in the season. Can't plant kale now, I think. Need to wait till like August or something like that. I think kale's more of a cold weather type plant. So anyway, I've got to figure out what else to put down that fence line. I may just put flowers, I don't know. Marigolds, or I forget how you pronounce this, nasterium, maybe? Nasterium? It's a good flower to keep the bugs away, I guess. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Got a bunch of volunteer sunflowers coming up, big giant sunflower. In the wrong places, of course. I mean, those things, the stems get that big around. They're like trees. But I'm going to try to transplant them if I can, because they're in the wrong places back there. But we'll see how that goes. If they don't come up, or if they don't take, then oh well. What I find is I never can get to the seeds fast enough. The birds get them before I can get to them. And they get seeds all over the place. You got sunflowers growing in the next county because of me. Crazy birds, they take that stuff everywhere. Yep. All right, it's what they're supposed to do. You know. Well, this is a slow process, but when those marigolds start growing, it makes this place look so good around it. Getting ready to mix some dirt up here. No special ingredients, just the potting mix I'm using. Wet. Got wrangled over here. Had to get our handy dandy little claw, get this stuff loosened up, get it out of there. All right, well, that's a full wheelbarrow load right there. Okay. All right, well, let's go put it in, shall we? All right, well, here we go. I'm gonna start putting this stuff in. Might be better to do it by hand, I don't know. We'll see. Might have to flatten this out a little bit, this stuff. Like a shovel's width, maybe. Trying to bring it up even with the grass.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of where to start.
All right, well, start about right here, because I don't.
That's what I was thinking.
So go out here to the edge.
Yeah.
Go about right here. Okay? And then
Yeah.
you go like that. And go to
Right.
the edge like that. Okay?
All right. Okay.
You get your fingers all dirty. And just drop, I'd say a couple seeds. Just drop a couple seeds in each hole. Okay?
Yeah.
It's about 8 inches apart. So I'm gonna put the dirt in while she plants the marigolds. These are little yellow marigolds.
Petite yellow.
Petite yellow.
They only get about 6 or 8 inches tall, which is good.
That'd have to be perfect. We're gonna put mulch up against this. Hopefully I've got enough. How's that doing?
It's doing fine.
That's what we're planting right there. Okay. She's just taking a board, so we can get the right spacing. Like I said before, it's about 8 inches, close to 8 inches, 7.5. They can be what?
3 to 8
3
inch
to 8
spacing.
inches spacing. How many you got left?
I had 2 packs.
Okay. Well, I didn't want to run out, so.
Yeah, I might go back and put between if we have enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Same kind of marigolds right here, I do believe.
Yes.
And all these are that petite
Yes.
yellow. All right. I gotta get busy because she's catching me. I'm gonna go on down here. How you doing on seeds?
I'm opening the last pack, but I think I'll be fine.
I mean, if you think you're getting down, just do one, I guess. We've got other seeds or other, we got a lot of these already growing in our starter trays. So we're gonna have more that we could actually plant in the ground if
These don't come up.
we need to. And we might just buy 2 or 3 more packs of them, you know?
Yeah, we'll see. Or we might plant the ones we've got started in between these.
Yeah, might.
Though they'll come up at different times, but eventually they'll even out.
All right, I'm going to continue where Laura left off. One, 2. Getting kind of difficult here with the bushes in my face. We'll get her done though, somehow. Just going around the corner here. All right, well, we've got all the marigolds planted, and I think that's where we're going to end the video today. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, please like, subscribe, and share. And also hit that notification bell. And if you feel like it, leave a comment down in the comment section. And we will see you in the next video. Bye.
Happy anniversary, sweetie.
Oh, yes. Happy anniversary. See you in the next video. Bye.